This is IMAX.
Save our planet, not your glasses. Please return your glasses after the show.
Crazy. That's weird.
Coming to a theater near you.
You're missing the big picture here. If time travel were possible, it would be the greatest ethical and philosophical conundrum of the modern age. If you had that kind of power, what would you do? What would you change? Time travel. Great Scott.
Great Scott! What year is this?
Bring back one piece.
Bro, I'm not even gonna say the N-word, you
What?
fucking black guy!
The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
The nightmare begins. I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! And become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
We back, and I am definitely all over the place, fucking up on the live stream. Hey, let's go. Let's focus, my boy. Let's focus. Let's go. I am King MattTheGod, and you are back with another live stream. Let's get locked in. Throw an elbow or somebody, anybody, invisible guy. All right, so we're back with another one. Another one? Another one. This one is titled Unlimited Power. Wizards, Witches, and Warlocks. Now, why am I coming with this one? You know, I often see a lot of magic posts, and there's a lot in the world that we don't understand. And tying into my last couple videos of the 7 root races of the cosmic era, maybe different beings operate in different densities. Maybe in our density, the rules on the extraordinary are kind of locked. We can't unlock them just naturally by default. We have to unlock the quantum mind. Now, science and magic are kind of synonymous. They're like yin and yang. Science seems, in a way, found with tools and technology to harness magic. Things that we could say before that couldn't happen, that couldn't exist. We could contact somebody 1,000 miles away. Now we can do that. We can travel to one continent to the next in a little amount of time. Before they'd be like, that's heresy. Hang his ass for trying to fucking be a pilot. So let's just keep in mind, or open mind about these things. And we're gonna get right into the videos and let y'all kind of get a feel of what's going on. I'm working out a new live streaming software too on StreamYard. Hopefully it does okay. Hopefully. We're gonna check some levels. Everything seems good. Let's get in some PowerPoint. But first, let me show you my staff. I'm all in it right now. I'm fully in. As you see, I have here a nice little staff. You know, like, seems like man always has some type of staff to guide itself through the wilderness. But this particular staff, can you guess? Made out of Hollywood. Let's let that sink in. Hollywood, you say? Why would you have a staff made out of Hollywood? Out of the holly tree. We'll go deep into that too. As certain materials, certain plants and rocks, crystals, and even animals can help channel energy that by default we can't tap into in this density, in this dimension. So stay right there. Don't let me park the motherfucking ocean, the Red Sea on your ass, motherfucker. Keep it up. So we gonna get off this, get the PowerPoint, let this live get the rolling. Cause I keep fucking up. I just was live a couple minutes ago. I fucked up. I was like, oh, do it again. So let's go. Let's turn this music off. Let's get it cracking. Unlimited power.
On the western edge of the Elysian Fields lies the majestic White Wizard Tower. piercing the clouds, imbued with ancient magic that shimmers in the ethereal and hazy sunlight, where the air hums and vibrates, stories weaving higher and higher into the heavens until the Runiverse seems small and insignificant. Here the white hat wizards sit and meditate for days on end, on top of the world, detached and oblivious. That is, until their gaze pierces into the chroma crystal, a prized and ancient artifact, where blankets of colours escaping an unknown dimension, allowing them to stare at pure knowledge of the present, about to reveal hints of an impending and unavoidable doom.
Hadrian, what do you see?
Unusual alchemy in the Blue Hat's bastion, transmogrifying water into blood.
What about the Red City?
A storm of hail and fire burning everything in its path. By all accounts, the world order is disturbed. Perhaps just a coincidence. I have to see more. The Green City, bewitched by frogs. Plagues of locusts ravaging crops. Famine is inevitable. The youth in the yellow Rivieras, bedridden with boils.
A quantum reset. What about the Purple Court?
Empty. Bad omens.
Do you think?
Yes. The Black Hats are on the move.
Hold on, they going in. All I heard was quantum something and purple quartz, the crystals. Like, let's go.
To the very south of the continent, where barely any living soul dare to even stare into its fog of death, lies the quantum shadow. A vile, obscure void, boundless and unforgiving. Hidden within the deepest of its abyss, having put their hands onto the one darkest book, the 10 Shadow Hats have achieved synchrony, orchestrating a once long forgotten ritual that would forever change the fate of the Runiverse.
Purple stuff. Purple. Gas. Look at the gas, my guy. Tornado. What is that? Spooky. I wonder if this made with AI. It's giving an AI feel. Flat Earth. Ridiculous. This shit look hot.
By order of the Holy Light, the shapes of chaos shall not endure. We've been waiting for you.
Bow to the light, demon.
I can sense your fear.
At my mark.
I see you.
Alright. That was rather climactic, whatever they call it. Alright, so let's go. Guess it's reading time. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I wonder what's going on Streamlabs. Who knows? Streamlabs does whatever the fuck it wants to do. Alright, so we back. Still a little reading. Wizard. Wizard. It's funny when they always break down the words. I need to get into etymology of those two pieces. Alright, so wizard. Pronoun. A man who has magical powers, especially in legends and fairy tales. Similar sorcerer, warlock, male, witch, magus, maggot. I would include like magi too. Like they speak about them in the Bible a lot. Magi. Alright. So what am I trying to get here? They threw a little climactic video in there for you so you could understand that shit get real in the field. Shit, I don't know why I just thought in my head like the modern day sorcery is like guns and weapons, like just the way you pull up with the staff, that's a stick for real, like. So let's get into the next slide, see what the fuck we got going on. Oh, another video, huh? Alright, let's let the video roll.
Welcome to the Unraveling the Scriptures channel. Have you ever wondered about the origin of witchcraft, sorcery, and magic? In this video, I present to you a dark and mysterious origin, little discussed by most people. Many are curious about the occult arts and the many forms of magic that exist around the world. What would be its origin and what does the Bible say about witchcraft, magic, and sorcery? The Bible extensively addresses the subject of magic, and in this video I share the origin of this entire practice. As always, I ask our subscribers to leave a like to help spread the word and motivate us to continue bringing you more content and studies. For those who are not yet subscribed, watch until the end if the video is relevant to you and consider subscribing.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I gotta start sharing to the videos that I like piggyback off of. His channel was Unraveling the Scriptures. Go subscribe to his shit. Unraveling the Scriptures. Some deep shit. I had the grip from the bull. Come up off that.
To the channel so you don't miss the next videos. From ancient times, magic was considered a powerful weapon by the ancients. It was widely used and observed in various ancient nations. Virtually all ancient civilizations had their own spells, divinations, necromancy, witchcraft and sorcery, as well as a variety of other occult arts. In the sacred scriptures, we find numerous references both in the Old Testament and in the New Testament about the different forms of magic that existed in the ancient world. It is evident from both the Old and New Testaments that God vehemently condemns witchcraft and all forms of magic.
Oh, nah.
He is categorically opposed to practices.
Don't be hating God. Like, let a nigga shine. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said, what you talking about? You gave Moses all them fucking powers, turning staff to serpents and all this crazy shit. Don't be blocking God. That's why I said we gotta start looking at it like it was different gods in the Bible. Like at the time, the God presiding over the earth that just fell under the name God. just basically was like, don't be doing all that shit. That witchcraft is wrong. I mean, they have a point. Don't be doing too much. Like, don't be having no Ouija boards up in your crib and nothing like that. So,
such as witchcraft, spells, enchantments, and sorcery. God demonstrates his complete repudiation of all these forms of magic, and they are condemned in several books of the Old Testament. Now I will discuss the etymologies of the terms magician, witch, diviner, and others in ancient Aramaic, Hebrew, and Persian languages. In Aramaic, the term magician is amgusha, which means belonging to magic, performer of magical acts, priestly caste of the Persian and Median religion, and sorcerer. It derives from the root magu, which literally means worshipper of fire or flame. As for the term magic, it comes from the Aramaic amgushta, with the meaning of occultist, practice of occultism and invocation of evil spirits, the magical art, magism, and the doctrine of magicians, worshippers of fire. The root also derives from magu, worshipper of fire or flames. In Hebrew, the term for magic or sorcery is keshafim, which means divination or diviner. The words magic, magician, and magician, all of them, have their origin in Latin and passed through several languages until they reached our language. It also passed into Greek, deriving from Old Persian magus, which is written that way in Old Persian. This ancient term magu,
abracadabra,
is derived from the Proto-Indo-European math, which means power. The Persian term may have influenced the ancient Sino-Zaimic magi or magician, as well as shamanism. This Old Persian form seems to have spread into ancient Semitic languages, such as Magash in Talmudic Hebrew and, of course, Amgusha in Aramaic, which means magician, as already mentioned. The Mogdim, the Chaldeans, acquired a meaning of wisdom or philosophy from the 1st century BC. At the end of the 6th and beginning of the 5th century BC, the Syrian Magusai, that is, the Assyrian sorcerers or Syrian diviners, gained great notoriety as magicians and soothsayers. This term magician found its way into ancient Greek, where it was also used with negative connotations to refer to rites considered fraudulent, unconventional, and even dangerous. The Latin language adopted this meaning of the term in the 1st century BC, through Latin. The concept was incorporated into Christian theology and early Christian views. During the 1st century after Christ, with the first disciples and followers of the apostles, magicians were always associated with magic, witchcraft, and demons. The New Testament also reinforces this association. The Aramaic term for soothsayer,
I don't know how. Seemed like all through the Bible, the good guy supposedly was doing all types of magic. Solomon, probably King David too. I gotta look into what all shit he was doing. Jesus, Lord Jesus, yeah, they was all doing that shit. Moses. What's going on? Is it good or is it bad? You might say the Bible bad then.
Or divination is said to be kozon, which means oracle, augury, prediction, and omen. There is a reference to a form of witchcraft involving a piece of barley bread, used for divination through flour. The root of this term, kizum, means to divine, to consult an oracle or an augur. A question that remains in the air is why magic was always related to demons, as we see among 1st century Christians. The disciples, the apostles, the Old Testament and the New Testament, as well as the prophets, have always condemned, along with God, the practice of magic. The truth is that magic is intrinsically related to demons, as the Holy Scriptures state. Magic, witchcraft, sorcery, necromancy, divination, cartomancy and all forms of witchcraft have their origin directly in the demons, in the fallen angels. Yes, exactly, magic has its roots in the demons, who were the pagan gods who taught magic to men and women on earth. But you may wonder, why does magic originate with demons? This is due to what the Holy Scriptures mention in the book of Exodus, in the story of Moses and the liberation of the people of Israel from the land of Egypt. In Moses' first appearance to Pharaoh, Moses and Aaron, Moses' brother, through the power of God, turned the wooden staff into a living serpent. Likewise, the magicians, Pharaoh's sorcerers, also did the same, turning their staffs into living animals. However, the serpent of God devoured the serpents of the magicians, demonstrating
so Moses, magician, wizard. Let's go.
The superiority of God's power over the power of demons. Despite this, it was an amazing act of witchcraft, which left everyone there impressed. The serpent of God demonstrated greater power over the magic of Pharaoh's magicians. In addition, in the sacred scriptures, we can see that when the waters of the Nile River were turned into blood, the Hebrews, the Israelites, managed to survive during those 3 days, as they had water sources with drinking water. Their water sources were unaffected by the turning to blood, only the waters of the Egyptians. However, Pharaoh's witches and sorcerers went to the fountains of the Israelites and, through magic and witchcraft, also turned the water into blood. This leads us to an interesting curiosity: the pagan gods, the gods of other peoples, such as the Egyptians, Sumerians, Persians and Greeks, in fact, according to the Bible, are demons. The Apostle Paul himself mentions this in the New Testament, saying that what the Gentiles, other peoples, sacrificed to their gods, they were actually sacrificing to demons. Paul warns that he does not want believers to become
Basically, y'all a group of gods, and okay, I got the rule over Earth right now. I got the shit, yo, back up. Don't be worshiping any other gods. Oh, those other guys over there, those demons. Don't fuck with them, man. Come fuck with me. Like, y'all all in the same squad.
Partakers with demons in these rites. It is correct to say that magic was taught by the demons themselves, by the fallen angels who were worshipped as pagan gods in antiquity by people of different countries and nationalities. This is the answer to the great question about the origin of magic. Satan and the demons taught magic, and because of that, they gave some ancient nations certain power. Many nations were powerful due to witchcraft and magic. Over the centuries, the practice of magic has been repressed, but even today, in certain countries and regions of the world, magic continues to operate and is powerful. However, God's power is far more powerful than any magic. In the Old Testament, many witches were called necromancers because they consulted the dead and invoked spirits to obtain information about the future. Some verses highlight God's repudiation of witchcraft and all forms of magic. In Leviticus 19 verse 31, it is written, "Do not use mediums or seek someone who consults spirits, for you will be contaminated by them. I am the Lord, your God." In Deuteronomy 18 verses 9 to 13, we find the following: "When you enter the land that the Lord your God gives you, do not try to imitate the disgusting things that the nations there practice. Do not allow yourself to find someone among you who burns your son or daughter in sacrifice, who practices divination, or engages in magic, or makes omens, or practices sorcery, or makes incantations. Some kind of psychic or consult the dead. Whoever does these things is repugnant to the Lord, and it is because of these abominations that the Lord your God will drive those nations out of your presence. Be upright before the Lord your God."
It's like, don't even talk to your ancestors. I mean, you have to be careful. You don't know who you speaking to if you're doing some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? In the magical spiritual realm. But for the most part, damn, it's like seclude you all from everybody, your family, everybody. Don't worship no other gods. Don't consult with other gods. Don't consult with your ancestors. They might be trying to contact you, give you good wisdom. Like, nah, don't do none of that. You just talk to me.
These verses evidence divine condemnation regarding the practice of sorcery, divination, magic, consulting the dead and involvement with pagan spirits. God expresses loathing for those who practice such things, and it is because of these abominations that he drove out the nations from the presence of his people. Therefore, it is emphasized that we must remain blameless before the Lord our God. In the book of Samuel, Saul's sin, in this case, was to dabble in necromancy, an ancient evil occult art that tricks people into believing they are communicating with the dead. However, in reality, they are being deceived by demons and the pagan gods of old. In the New Testament, we also find reports of many magicians and sorcerers, in addition to people possessed by spirits of divination and witchcraft. An example of this is the case of Paul, who in the New Testament expelled the spirit of divination that allowed a woman to predict the future. Share in the comments if you already knew.
Damn, so that sounded kind of hater-y. You're a hater, huh? You're a hater, huh? I mean, is she doing some spooky shit, some extra spirits to see the future or whatever? That's a bit much, but damn, I mean, it's like you X-Men, you got superpower, and they just like, I'm gonna zap it out of you. You be like, hold up, bro. Hold up. Like, I was just flying, and you just zapped my power away. Like, what the fuck is going on? All right, let's move ahead. Look like it's reading time again. Yay. The favorite part of the video, reading time. All right, let's run through this. All right, witches and wizards are people thought to possess magical powers to command supernatural forces. They appear in the myths and folktales of many cultures. The word witch usually refers to a female, though male witches exist in some tradition. Men who possess the powers associated with witchcraft are often known as wizards or warlocks. Bing! A little light bulb, come on. In many myths and legends, witches are evil, dishonest, or dangerous. Some cultures do not consider them fully human. If not evil by nature, witches may be possessed by demons or wicked spirits determined to harm humans. Yikes. Yet ordinary men and women may learn magic for the purpose of hurting others. So you're just grouping it all bad out. Alright, such people are sometimes called sorcerers and sorceresses, rather than wizards and witches. What? Then what's the point? Same thing. African tradition distinguishes between good magicians or medicine men and bad magicians or sorcerers. Both types are distinct from the non-human witch. So, all bad? Is that what you're saying? Bad. Yo, this is a lot to read. Hold up. Whoa. I will stop this and make this a part 2. Ain't no... Damn, hold up. Alright. Let's keep it going. Alright, let's keep going. Maybe you want to see me on the screen struggling to read. Let's go. Let me fix my drum a little bit. Bonnet be slipping back. Bonnet gang. Alright, the tradition of witches is ancient. The book of Samuel in the Old Testament of the Bible contains an account of a sorceress called the Witch of Endor. I don't know why that made me think about Power Rangers and like Rita Repulsor. I don't know why. Alright, Saul, the first king of Israel, banished magicians from the kingdom, but finally asked for advice from the Witch of Endor, who had a familiar spirit. I gotta look that story up. Assured that she would not be punished for practicing magic, the witch called up the spirit of Samuel. What? Nah, that's disrespectful though. Like, don't be like, got me turning in my grave. You trying to rip me up. Alright, a dead prophet of the Israelites. The spirit predicted Saul's defeat in the battle that was to take place the next day. That's fucked up. In the Odyssey, an epic ancient Greece, the hero Odysseus, pronounced Odysseus, and his men met a witch named Circe, pronounced Circe, whatever. The daughter of a god and an ocean nymph, Circa had the power to turn people into animals and monsters. That's pretty fucked up. Her island home was populated with lions, bears, and wolves. Lions, tigers, and bears all had once been human. Oh, that's sweet. That's fucked up. But were transformed by her magic. Although she turned some of the Odysseus's men into pigs, the hero used a special herb that protected him from her magic. Alright. He had that good gas, and that gas kept her from turning into a pig. That's fucked up. Let's see what we got next. We got a video on some deep shit I'm hitting you with. Let's go.
The sound Ah is a portal to higher consciousness. Human beings who seek God will look to the stars. This causes an elongation of the throat and vocal cords, a position conducive to producing the sound Ah. Ah in Hebrew is Aleph and Hey. Aleph meaning the most high or divine. Hey means the window of the breath. Ah means the window of the breath that lets in the divine. Perhaps this is why meditation masters claim that meditating on the sound Ah connects one with spirit. Ah is the sound we make to accept medicine. Medicine flies under the flag of the caduceus because it originates with medicinal and theogenic drugs that caused spiritual journey. Reaching higher consciousness means reaching higher states of awareness. Every time our consciousness grows, when we become more aware of something, we say, Ah.
The dust we shall return.
Even when thinking or speaking about divinity, we are forced to say Ah, because the word is ingrained in all of our words for God. Laughter, our greatest expression of joy, is an experience of spiritual growth. That is why laughter is pronounced ha, 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 ha. More recently as LOL or LOL. Ha 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 LOL reflects perfectly Jehovah Elohim, both gateways to divinity or joy. Humans intuitively understand that laughter is the best medicine. Higher consciousness lies in the stars. Looking at the stars forces us to say Ah because of the position of our neck and throat. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is the search for an artifact that grants powers of Christ. The men encounter a white rabbit, then enter the rabbit's hole, where they find writing on a wall by
Joseph of Arimathea,
who tells them,
find the Holy Grail in the castle of
Triangle.
All I kept thinking about was down the rabbit hole.
Square, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nanogon, decagon. One of these shapes is not like the others. The O in octagon is pronounced Ah. The Great Pyramid is an octagram, just like Akhenaten or Amen or Amen-Ra. That is why our old shamanistic medicine men told us to meditate and say Ah. The Stargate of Ah is the opening of the mouth to say Ah, so as to receive medicine from your witch doctor or shaman. Shaman were Amen. The modern shaman is a doctor. While shaman were both medicine men and spirit guides, the doctor is also both medicine man and spirit guide. Doctors oversee our entrance into life on earth. They help to prolong our stay on this physical plane. Then they oversee the exit of our soul into the next realm. The doctor, without even knowing it, is the spirit guide of today, which is why they are associated with the caduceus. Humans are hardwired to know that Ah takes us on a spiritual journey. That is why if someone were to tell you to say Ah, you would immediately think of a doctor.
Off to
by the priests of Isis and Osiris in the days of the pharaohs of Egypt.
Hello. Before I became the omnipotent and all-powerful ruler of Oz, I was a magician. You may be asking yourself why, at this moment, at the time of your victory, I would show up. I just wanted you to understand how I managed to bring this off.
Over the rainbow or into color is a metaphor for stepping.
What I want to touch on is there is how kind of vibrations, words, the tones and vibrations that your throat can make, and how it causes, let me see here. And how it causes you to, like, I would say, tap into that next level density, or that frequency, or that like a vibration. It's basically saying it's tapping into cymatics and just speaking things into existence just by the tone and the energy and the vibration. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure we're incapable of reaching those tones. But as you see, they was talking about with the you see how like, it causes a vibration that may help you tap into certain next level energies, powers. I look at it as like frequencies and energy that you're putting out. So keep that in mind. I don't know. I guess I gotta keep reading, right? That sucks. But should I stop it there? Or should I keep reading? Keep going? Let's see, we got a lot of reading. The reading looks salty. Alright. We've been already going for 45 minutes. Let's knock it out. Alright. It's reading time. That sucks. Alright, let's go. You see how the connected Wizard of Oz has a lot of deep jewels and gems that if you really was woke mind, you can kind of look back at it and be like, oh wow. So let's look here. Wizards of Oz, I got some shit. Not all witches and wizards are evil. Some myths and folktales feature good spirits or magicians who help people. These are said to practice white magic rather than the black magic. So the black magic's bad, huh? Oh, I see how y'all be. Oh, racist, huh? Racist wizards, huh? Alright. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the modern children's book that became a famous movie, features both kinds of witches. It is easy to tell them apart. The Wicked Witch is an old hag that's fucked up, dressed in black, while the Good Witch is a beautiful, soft-spoken Karen, dressed like a princess. See, I ain't shit. Alright, so let's go. I don't know why I gave you a background on the damn movie, but check it out. I definitely ain't gonna play none of it. They gonna get me. They gonna bang me.
Yo people, so I just want to do a quick little video explaining the basics of what's going on, and with regards to Hollywood and movies. So first of all, we have to look at what the term Hollywood means. The term Hollywood comes from the holly wood, the wood from the holly tree. And the reason they called it Hollywood is because the wands used by wizards were made out of the holly tree's wood, hence Hollywood. And as you can see here, it mentions that in the legend of King Arthur, Merlin was a druid wizard and he used a wand made of Hollywood. So we know these people are Satanists.
Oh, wow.
And Satan is Saturn. So they are Satanists. So they worship the dark planet energy of Saturn.
You're a hater.
And if you notice here, it says Romans sent and brought gifts of holly for their friends during Saturnalia. Saturnalia was the Roman feast over the Christmas period, which predated Christmas, in which they replaced with Christmas. So Christmas is ultimately Saturn worship.
Yep.
And that is why there is a cast of characters in a Hollywood movie, because they are casting magic spells.
Yep.
Peace!
Oh, dang, you didn't have to scream in my ear like that, my man, jerk off. Alright, I guess it's back to reading time. So I just want to drop a little jewel when I'm talking about that holly tree, that Hollywood. But it's way deeper connected towards what Hollywood, definitely, obviously, that's what they named it after. And they definitely do a lot of it through their movies. Check out Disney. Check out Nickelodeon. Check out all the movies. It's definitely hitting you with some shit, so you better have a strong aura to block that type of shit. Alright, so let's go. A little more reading now. I was gonna make this a 2-part, but let's just run through it. Alright. According to history, I'm about to start talking like a movie trailer. According to history, the practices of alchemy originated in Mesopotamia and Greco-Roman Egypt in the 1st centuries AD. They were subsequently I'm struggling with that word. They were subsequently practiced. I'm all fucked up. Practiced across Europe, Africa, and Asia. Yeah, everywhere. In truth, the primary goal of alchemy was to purify, mature, and perfect different materials and substances. I want to drop a little bit about alchemy. Know why? Because alchemy. Did you know cooking food is alchemy? Let me drop some gems for you. Praying over your food is alchemy. It's part of the process. It's a lot of deep shit that y'all not really ready for. When a person is cooking food, if they cooking with love or they cooking in anger, it can ultimately, I believe, affect the process of cooking that food, the energy in it. Like, that's why they say the person be like, hey, cook that with love. Or when you always go home to your mother's house to get a home cooked meal, because you know she's doing it with love. For the most part, it's not even mostly about the food. You're just there for the love, through the process of being fed through your mother. So this gets deep. That's why when you cook for someone, you should always cook in love. Even when you pray over your food, there's a reason for that. And I broke it down. That you're cooking over your food because maybe that cook or that chef or prepared your food is having a bad day. Something bad just happened in their life. They stressed out. They have an attitude at work. They're cooking that food, and sometimes you pray and you break that energy. And sometimes, and even that you praying over your food even helps the person, even if they didn't cook it in such the best mood. It goes deep. So that's why I want to start touching on a little bit of alchemy, everything. It's all together. More reading. Son of a bitch. All right. We can get this over with. All right. I don't know where the fuck did I get this from. Well, it says here, fire, air, earth, water. Some Avatar shit, you know what I'm saying? User can utilize alchemy, the magic and scientific pursuit of the power of the Philosopher's Stone and universal panacea, focusing on elemental transmutation, ranging from transforming base materials into pure lead or iron into silver or gold, to making permanent changes on the state of matter, making glass malleable or durable, etc. various forms of elemental manipulation, especially electricity and fire, and life force manipulation, immortality, healing, and creating life, or at the least clones, homunculus. They also know how to create potions. I was about to say potions, right? some blood shit. What's up, back in blood? Potions. Or to create potions, the rejuvenation and immortality, and magical items, although these are generally for practical use. Alright, even though I was butchering that, there's a lot of gems they were dropping in that shit. Let's go back. First thing, Philosopher's Stone. What is a Philosopher's Stone? If you look at that back at that cartoon, Full Metal Alchemist, they definitely went into it a little bit, and I believe you create in order to cast a giant spell or things like that, you need a sacrifice, and that's where you come in with the they say the Illuminati sacrifice. That artist got so big so fast, or what happened? Kanye's mom, he had to give up. It's different, you know. Every artist got a story of someone passing. They call it the Black Blood Sacrifice, almost like part of the spell. Like, what was you praying for before you got famous? Did you did you pray that you'll give anything to be famous? But so a Philosopher's Stone and Full Metal Alchemist, they damn near had to like kill like the whole town to get like the energy to create a Philosopher's Stone for them to have like superpowers, or you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. I think about that a lot with the Mayans, when they was like, they always depict them sacrificing 100 motherfuckers in a day. Like, what the fuck was they doing? What type spells they was trying to cast, or what was they trying to do? So there's a lot of deep shit that goes into it. The blood, it's life force in your blood. Like, it's a lot deep. It goes deep. So more shit. We at the end. I want to include a little bit, kind of like a little compilation of the strongest wizards. Let's see what we got. We're gonna see. Give your opinion too. Who you think is the strongest wizards in like movies and like lore and stories? So let's go.
Welcome to SLMA Top 10 Rankings. We're excited to announce that we are now creating exclusive stories on Amino.
You still hit me with a commercial.
Amazing videos which are
In
short,
video
sweet,
commercial.
and easy to watch.
Got
so make sure to follow our channel on Amino. In that way, you'll
follow their channel anyway. What, I don't know who they is, but follow SL Made. They probably got some nice compilation for me. So let's go.
see our up-to-date
That
stories.
pissed me off. It got me with a commercial though.
In the universe, the Amino app and make things as their core source of power. Characters have used it as their core source of the universe. Magic has long been a staple of the fictional universe. Many characters have used it as their core source of power. From human to God's representatives, we're ranking the most powerful magic users today. Firstly, some honorable mentions.
Yeah, I guess Constantine should be up there, like, nigga down there fighting all the damn demons and devils, like, nigga doing the most. Who the fuck is Zatanna? I think that's from DC, maybe? Ghost Rider, I think he's supposed to be, like, a little bit more powerful on the list, so I don't know why they got him down low. Shazam, he's supposed to probably be kicking ass, too. I don't know what's going on. He Black Adam level. He should be close to Superman level, not really, but... Oh well, I guess they saying fuck them. They at the bottom. Who the fuck is these dudes? The boy Voldemort should be up a little higher, right? He was putting in that work in the fucking Harry Potter. They got him low. That's fucked up. Dundledorf. Galadriel. What the fuck is that? It's from Lord of the Rings. It gotta be. It says, Gandalf, why you got him down there like that? And just below Sauron, Sauron should be a little higher, right? They must got some heavy hitters at the top. Adam Warlock, he's supposed to be kind of OP too, right? So who number 1 and 1 to 5? Like they must be ridiculous. Dr. Doom should be a little higher, right? They got him about to fucking whoop the Avengers ass and kick Kang out, beating up white girls. Scarlet Witch should be up there. The ancient one, maybe.
Now the top 7.
Yeah, it better be
Number
up there.
7, Trigon. Trigon's magical powers are at an immeasurable scale. He can create, change, destroy, or even alter reality just by thinking about it. Trigon has reshaped entire planets on a whim, and effortlessly turned Earth and all its inhabitants to stone.
Damn. Got
Number
Superman looking
6,
crazy.
Phantom Stranger. His magical powers are formidable. He possesses powerful clairvoyance, manipulating cosmic power on a huge scale. He can control time and is nigh omniscience, as he knows everything about any character or situation that he encounters.
What?
Number 5, Dormammu. Dormammu is one of the most powerful magic users in the Marvel Universe, and easily dwarfs the likes of Mephisto, Surtur, and Hela. He is an immortal being, having transformed his body into mystic energy. He's even claimed to burn the Celestials on the flames of the Faultine, making him far more matched to anyone.
I mean, that's pretty powerful.
Number 4,
Yeah, my
Dr.
boy.
Fate.
Let's go.
The most powerful sorcerer in the DC universe.
Kinda.
He can travel through space and time, creating dimensions. His skills in sorcery are beyond any character's comprehension. This Sorcerer Supreme can even go up against with the Spectre if he wanted to.
Did his ass
Number
die in Black
3,
Adam?
Doctor Strange.
Right, let's go, Strange.
He's the strongest sorcerer in the Marvel Universe up to date.
Better be.
Doctor Strange uses mystical energy invoked upon by spells, incantations, or by the power of divine beings to manipulate the forces of the universe. He has virtually unlimited energy. Number 2, Spectre.
Come on.
He's the avatar of God's vengeance.
He better
Spectre
be.
is one of the most
Nice.
powerful magical and cosmic entities in the DC universe. While his power unchecked is nearly unlimited, he's capable of shattering universes. Since he's virtually omnipotent, he can have access to pretty much every magic power which exists. And number 1, Sisneg.
Who?
One of the few in the
Come
Marvel
on.
Universe to be considered as a Nexus being.
I
Sisneg
guess.
once absorbed all the magical energy in the Marvel Universe during his quest to become a god. He's replicated the Big Bang to create a new Marvel Universe.
It's like these ain't fucking magicians. These are motherfucking gods. They some of the strongest magic users, I guess. I mean, but like, I was more trying to focus on like wizards or magicians. They just went off the fucking rails here. Them niggas went there too much. All right, so let's see what else he got to say.
Therefore, his power over the Marvel Universe was essentially unlimited. Without a doubt, Sisneg has no magical rivals.
Oh my god.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed the list.
I did
What
not.
should be next? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.
I may subscribe. I probably won't. Y'all piss me off at the end. Alright. So we want to wrap this up, this first level of unlimited power. Should I wrap it up? Or should I go on more? I can go on more. It's shit I can just go into just off that first video. But I just want to, like, I kind of like just drop breadcrumbs. Because I can't sit and focus on one little part of a subject and do a giant lecture on everything. Y'all got to find out for yourself, man. I can't do all the work for y'all. So sometimes in these videos, I just drop gems, keep moving. Stick and move. So let's get me back. Get some music on. So how we gonna wrap this up? How? Not with the camera just shutting off like that, we not. But how are we gonna wrap this up? What if one day y'all chilling on the block and I just pull up on the motherfucking broomstick on the staff like, what up, nigga? I mean, skirt. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Not like no. That made me always think about Aladdin, like some magic carpet shit. Like shit, I might shit. A rabbit wizard, nigga. Pull up on a rabbit cart, know what I'm saying? Carpet, know what I'm saying? Don't be hating on the boy. Get with it. Scoop your jasmine up. Come through, scoop your jasmine up, man. Don't play with your boy, man. But I just need y'all to understand. It gets deep. And I might get a little deeper on the subject. I want to introduce y'all to it just on a basic level. I want y'all to start thinking about some of the things I said in there. About your tone of voice. How it can change things. Meditations. The Amen Ra. But don't be invoking that motherfucker. Nigga come down, man, fucking brutalize you. You gotta think about that. When you contacting your ancestors, make sure that your motherfucker, that's your cousin, and not the fucking spirit of Voldemort or some shit. you all fucked up in the game, like you be like this. Please don't. Wake up out your sleep. Tripping like yo, you be fucked up in the game. So I need you to just sit back and enjoy these lives.
He's beginning to believe.
For sure. And tap into your unlimited power.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Game over.